Mo Salah's future at Liverpool could be decided by a single transfer, Rodrygo to Al Hilal. If this deal goes through, it might just seal Salah's fate. And while some big names face uncertainty, one Liverpool star has just confirmed he's staying at Anfield, no questions asked. Plus, forget Rayan Cherki, Liverpool already has a young star who's worth more and has been called Elliott. Huge news, massive implications, so stick around, hit that like button, subscribe, and let's get into it. Alright, mate, let's talk about the big one, Mo Salah's future at Liverpool. Yeah, I know, it's the question that's been keeping every Red up at night. His contract's ticking down, and June is creeping up fast. And guess what? No news yet on a new deal. That silence? It's getting louder. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Salah is officially free to talk to clubs outside of England right now. And let me tell you, there are some serious sharks circling. Paris Saint-Germain, yeah, the Qatar-backed giants, are sniffing around, and we all know Saudi Arabia hasn't given up on their dream of landing the Egyptian king. Remember last summer? Al Hilal threw a ridiculous bid Liverpool's way, and the club stood firm. But now? They're back, and this time, they've got a big hole to fill. Why? Well, Neymar's out. Al Hilal let him go early, back to Brazil, and now they want a new poster boy. And who better than Salah, right? But hold on, because this isn't a done deal. Al Hilal aren't just looking at Salah, they're going after Real Madrid's Rodrygo. And if that deal happens? That might just be the twist that keeps Salah at Anfield. See, if Al Hilal land Rodrygo and maybe even Vinicius Jr., they're not gonna need Salah on top. And that weakens the Saudi Pro League's pursuit of Liverpool's number 11 big time. If they back off, Salah's options start to shrink, and suddenly, Liverpool hold all the cards again. Now, PSG could still be a factor, no doubt. But let's be real, are they gonna throw that much more money at him than Liverpool would? Not so sure. So, what does all this mean? Well, this Rodrygo move could be the game changer. If Al Hilal get him, it could seal Salah's future at Anfield. No massive Saudi payday means the Reds are back in the driver's seat. Look, there are still a lot of moving pieces here, and we'll have to see how it all unfolds. But one thing's for sure, you don't want to miss a second of it. While there's been plenty of speculation about who might leave Liverpool next year, one player has just made it crystal clear he's staying. And that's exactly what you want to hear right now. There's a lot of uncertainty surrounding some massive names in this squad. You've got Mo Salah, Virgil van Dijk, and Trent Alexander-Arnold all out of contract at the end of June. That's three absolute pillars of this team who, as it stands, could walk away for free. Then there's Darwin Núñez, the Saudis are lurking with big money. Ibrahima Konate? PSG fancy their chances. Luis Diaz? Contract talks could get complicated. Even Alisson Becker and Joe Gomez aren't guaranteed to stick around beyond 2025. So yeah, plenty of uncertainty. But one thing you don't have to worry about? Federico Chiesa. The Italian winger has just come out and said he's not going anywhere. And let me tell you, that's the kind of commitment you love to see. Look, it's been a tough start for Chiesa at Liverpool. He came in from Juventus with a lot of excitement, but injuries and fitness issues have made it a slow beginning. You haven't really had the chance to see him in full flow yet. And naturally, that led to whispers. Napoli are after a winger, and his name's been thrown into the mix. But Chiesa himself? Shut it all down. After the 3-2 defeat to PSV Eindhoven, he made it clear. I want to play for Liverpool. I want to be here, I want to do my best for this club. I'm enjoying being at the club. Liverpool is one of the biggest clubs in the world, and the fan base is amazing. Playing at Anfield gives me shivers. That's exactly what you want to hear, isn't it? Chiesa wants this. He wants to fight for his place, prove his worth, and be a part of something special. And honestly, if he can finally hit top form in this Liverpool squad, he could be the difference between a good season and a truly unforgettable one. There's still a long way to go, but one thing's for sure, you're gonna want to keep an eye on him. Okay, Red, Liverpool might have lost their final Champions League group stage match against PSV, but guess what? It didn't matter. The Reds still finished top of the group, sailing through to the round of 16. 7 wins out of 8, 21 points on the board, and a plus 12 goal difference. Now that's how you handle business in Europe. But let's talk about the real standout from that PSV game, Harvey Elliott. He finally got a proper chance to shine under onslaught, and boy, did he take it. Scored a goal, had 70 touches, 100% dribble success, and won every single one of his ground duels. Absolute class. Now, this raises an interesting question. Does Liverpool really need to bring in another creative midfielder? There's been all this talk about Rayan Cherki from Lyon, but after Elliott's performance, maybe that kind of signing isn't even necessary. Because if Elliott can bring that spark consistently, he could be exactly what this squad needs. So far this season, Elliott's made 14 appearances, scored 3 goals, and got 1 assist, racking up 404 minutes in total. And don't forget, he missed the start of the season with a broken foot. Slot has been easing him back in, giving him Premier League minutes off the bench and starts in cup games. Elliott's been highly rated since his Fulham days. Liverpool signed him back in 2019, and he quickly went from a £3.3 million prospect to a £18.4 million player. A loan spell at Blackburn helped him develop even more, and now, according to Transfermarkt, he's worth £29.2 million, higher than Cherki's current value of £25 million. Now, let's compare them head-to-head. Cherki's played 24 games this season, scoring 5 goals and assisting 8 times in 1,501 minutes. Elliott's numbers from last season, adjusted per 90 minutes, show that Cherki leads in most attacking metrics: more goals, assists, key passes, progressive carries, and shot-creating actions. But here's the thing, Elliott drops deeper, links play, and has a higher shot volume. And let's not forget what Statman Dave called him after that game against Newcastle back in 2022, elite. That night, he bossed the midfield, spraying long passes, recovering the ball, and dancing past defenders. The raw ability is there. He just needs more trust, more responsibility, and more minutes. So maybe instead of bringing in Cherki, Liverpool should double down on Elliott. Let him step up, take on that creative burden, and really cement his place in this squad. If he's given the platform to thrive, his numbers will explode, and Liverpool could have a proper playmaker on their hands. What do you think? Should Liverpool trust Elliott or go all in for Cherki? Let me know in the comments. And hey, if you want more Liverpool updates, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, and stay locked in. Big things are coming.